You're like, hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. What's it called? The CopperCast podcast.
Okay, can you do that again? Because I was coughing in the middle of it.
No,
Okay.
no, that's the intro.
Alright, fine. Hey guys, I just wanted to do a random episode with my Discord friend Azai here, who is the creator of another podcast.
Okay. Yeah, we can pretend we're friends for this.
Okay. Alright, we can. It's not like I mean, yeah, we were pretty much calling each other today silently for like 3 hours because we were both working on stuff.
Just anything except talk to you.
As I was working on his Azai, no, not Azai, what the heck, his Daisy picture, and I was playing War Thunder as per usual and getting wrecked because I'm a noob.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing today other than drawing? So
right now I'm modeling a fucking what's the mathematical shape called? You know, the fucking a Klein bottle. I'm modeling a Klein bottle in Blender.
What? I've never heard of that.
It's a shape that goes inside of itself.
Oh.
Lol. It's impossible in 3 dimensions, but I'm doing it anyway.
What? Why?
Because I don't know. I had Blender open. I was like, I want to make a thing.
I see.
So you know, you could put a picture of that on screen right now.
I don't know what it is. Still.
Well, I'll show you.
Oh crap! Dang it! I was gonna use the little Discord like green things, but it's fine. Whatever. I'll just get the audio.
Can you use that Discord green things?
The little, you know how when you talk, I was gonna take those and I was gonna like move them so then they could have that.
I ruined your plan. Oh no!
No, it's all good. It's fine. It's fine. It looks like a Dairy Queen ice cream cone.
But like as you can see, it's like.
Oh, I see what you mean.
The outside becomes the inside. I can just add a subsurf modifier here to make it real smooth.
Yeah, but why? Why are you modeling the thing?
The Dairy Queen.
Yeah, why are you modeling the Dairy Queen ice cream in Blender?
Well, Blender was there, and I felt like it. That's it.
Okay, alright.
I just like mathematical shapes.
Oh yeah, you're a mathematician.
Yeah.
Not a well-known mathematician, obviously, but like, you know, a student of mathematician. Not to offend you.
Don't worry, I'm already offended.
You came into this unknowing that you'd be recorded, and that made you offended, or offended constantly.
Mean, there are many things to be offended about. Not the least being just thrust into a podcast.
I mean, I don't even know it's a podcast. It's kind of just.
If you're recording the screen, yeah. If you're recording the screen, that's like free real estate because people can see the fucking 3D model.
Yeah.
Am I sharing? What am I sharing right now?
I mean, I'm gonna just I'm just gonna take the audio out and then put it over a thing, so I might not show it at all.
Oh.
So yeah, it's fine because you know podcast is primarily audio.
Yeah.
Not visual, unless you're a visual podcast. Somehow you can watch a video for an hour, which I have done.
Yeah.
So anyway, since none of my friends are here to ridicule me about it, VTubers. Who's your favorite VTuber?
Oh man, I can't believe you're such a dummy that actually likes VTubers. Lol.
I mean, it doesn't matter. They're still gonna make fun of me because they're gonna watch this and listen to it and be like, oh yeah, I forgot Carter's a massive weeb.
Yeah, but my favorite VTuber, God, I don't actually watch that many of them.
Oh, you don't? I thought you, because you did a thing where you made your own VTuber.
Yeah, I like the concept.
I thought you were like into the videos and stuff, but I guess not.
What? Okay, so I probably watch more than I think I do because they're all over my YouTube recommended. Yeah, I'm getting recommended Calliope. I'm getting recommended Febe. I'm getting recommended stand-up comedian Italian mother does the weather. That's pretty cool. That's not a VTuber though.
Oh, that's a VTuber, their full name? Stand-up comedian does the weather.
What is it, Zentrea or something?
Zentrea is pretty cool because she doesn't even have a voice to her character. She literally talks in text to speech, which is a little
Yeah.
bit weird because like you're a VTuber, you're already like hiding your face, like your voice. You're hiding your
I
voice
mean,
too.
it seems like the logical next step. Completes
Complete anonymity. She could
yeah,
be a guy for all we know. I don't care though. She's funny.
yeah, thick
That's
too.
that's when the alarm starts going off. When it's like, oh no, guy VTuber is dressing
they're
up as a
funny.
girl.
Oh, I thought you were making a joke about like, it can't be funny if it's a girl. Which would be incredibly misogynistic of you.
No, I'm just based. And poo-pilled and fart-pilled and everything in
based
between.
on what? Carbon based?
Silica based.
Oh.
It's almost impossible to happen, but yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
with
rock
VTubers, there's increasingly, there's a separation of who you are in real life and who you can be online.
Yes.
Right, and these VTuber personas, they're like a relatively new extension of that. Before VTubers existed, what you could do was like, you have drawings of yourself, or you animate yourself, or you could do a 3D model and then just animate that.
Yeah, like Andy Wilson 92. He's the best VTuber.
In a sense, yeah. That's interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would that look like 20 years from now?
Maybe there's like VR VTubers, like you're physically there with them, but you're like in a VR headset.
Like, yeah, sure.
Maybe.
I feel like VR is gonna be. Is VR? Maybe it's just a fad. Maybe it won't catch on.
I think it might be kind of a fad, but there will always be VTubers that I think, but I don't think it'll get popular where it's like taking over the world.
So it would have to become cheaper, right? What's the price of a VR headset?
Are you meaning VR
Probably
or VTubing? Because I'm pretty sure VTubing can be pretty cheap.
Oh yeah, you could do that for free.
Yeah.
If you have a webcam and a computer, lol, you do need technology, but software-wise, you can do it for free. So you happen to be living in a Western country, you already have a computer by default.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's free. But you can go a lot further. Like for example, iPhones have really good face tracking, and you can use that. That's what's her name? Snuffy?
Yeah, Snuffy.
The raccoon VTuber.
Iron Mouse.
That's what she uses.
Yeah, she also has mouth facial tracking, so you can see how she actually talks with her face.
You can tell. You can tell that they're using something like that when they do the thing where they move their lips from side to side.
Yes. There's a clip where Iron Mouse looks like a fucking hamster, and it's adorable.
Nice.
It looks like she's like drinking out of, like the water things that the hamsters go drink out of. It looks like she's like drinking out of. It's funny.
That sounds pretty fun. Put it in. Make a scroll across the screen. Yeah. Do a. Also, what's like a really high effort edit that I could make you do?
I don't know.
Force you to do.
Put explosions next to
it. Play this sentence backwards. That's not high effort. Do that easily.
That's literally one button I could press.
Yeah. VR headsets.
I have a VR headset, actually, and I talked about it in an episode.
How much did it cost?
It costed, which actually, you know what? This pisses me off, alright? Okay. Quest 2, alright, was released, like, this year. It's cheaper than the Quest 1, but it came out a year after the Quest 1. And, like, I got the Quest 1, like, right on the end of when it was, like, almost out of stock. For like a couple of months, I think, because of COVID and stuff. And I got it, and I was so happy. And then a year later, the newest one came out, and I was like, holy crap, no. Why? Why did you make it cheaper? Why? I could have just waited.
Yeah, so it's only $100 cheaper?
Yes.
So the Oculus Quest 2 is $300. That seems pretty affordable.
What I've heard, or what I remember. You have I
I
guess
did
you don't work on this lore,
just
quote
buy a
unquote,
fucking
anymore.
$50 mouse.
Oh, really? Nice. So you don't work on this lore anymore, or at least maybe you do, but not that much. But there's this Dwyer lore that I referenced in Anusland a while ago.
Yes, I vaguely recall it. Yeah.
And yeah, because you're the creator of it, I guess, or one of them, because there's like
Yeah.
multiple people working on it.
I've made like half of the articles,
I
half
see.
of the content on there.
So can you just give a brief statement of what
Something like
Dwyer
that.
is?
So Dwyer is a fallen planet. It used to be a utopia, so to say. The planet itself was a mechanical construction created by very bright minds. It was a giant Rubik's Cube, and this had all kinds of benefits, right? You can move people away from each other if they don't like each other. You can shuffle stuff around just to keep the climate good. But what happened was somebody, and I don't know, I won't name names, but it was me,
I see.
dropped a coin in the mechanism in the worst possible way.
And I got jammed.
Which caused it to seize up.
Oh.
It got jammed, and the cube couldn't rotate anymore. And this was bad because the sun is locked in the south, and the moon is locked in the west. And there's a perfectly logical reason for this because, the orbits are squares as well. Right, the planet is square, so the orbits are square. This is just natural. It's just the I guess something about the gravity in this universe is squarish. So the orbits are square, and squares don't rotate, or they
don't spin or whatever.
There's something about a square orbit that, it's like locked in its lowest science. Potential state.
This is science, right? Guys.
So so the sun is in the south, and the Rubik's Cube can't spin anymore, so the southern plane just keeps getting hotter and hotter. The northern plane keeps getting colder and colder. The moon, which obviously has an affinity for water, attracts all the water to the western plane, and causes that one to fill up with water and massive waves, and the eastern plane gets extremely dry, and this sort of is a basis for the climates that arise in this new plane, basically making 4 of the planes inhabitable. Chaos ensues, because the mechanisms of the planet were responsible for a lot of things, and basically civilization collapses and it has to start anew, and that's kind of so Dwyer is effectively a post-apocalyptic story.
Why are there like memes and like stupid creatures running around that shouldn't exist? Is that just because it's a group? Oh, okay. All right, that explains all of it. That just explains how they evolved, how they eat, how they poo, how they reproduce. There you go. Done. It's world building at its finest.
So why are there funny creatures? The in-universe explanation is usually fairly sophisticated. The out-of-universe explanation is I wanted to make my friends laugh in voice chat.
And that's it? And it became lore? Jeez. It's kind of an very in-depth joke.
It's no, there's something very weird about humans that I don't know, maybe it's a special breed of humans, but there's this tendency to just do very complicated stuff to entertain ourselves.
Yes.
People have these complicated stories in their lives about like who they are and what they're trying to do.
Yeah, and you're just over here like I want to see giant Pac-Man creatures with giant sharp teeth eating each other. Wait, do they eat each other?
And maybe draw Rule 34 of it.
Oh yeah, yeah, and speaking of that,
I don't
you're an artist.
eat. Well, I mean,
Artist
eat everything.
in the sense of
Yeah,
like Twitter
yeah, I
artist.
dabble.
You dabble.
I suppose.
Yeah. How long?
Twitter artist.
How did you?
Lowest.
How did you?
Forms
How did
of
you
art.
discover art? How did you? How did you get into it?
So I don't.
I mean, artist in the sense of not like writing. Writing is an
remember
artist.
exactly.
But, yeah. I guess everyone just draws. Whenever. I guess that. Whatever.
Yeah, I did drawings pretty early on. So one thing perhaps is at some point I got this tablet that's still on my desk to this day.
Oh, you just don't remember? Grabbed it? It just came out of nowhere?
No, I got it for my birthday. So clearly I was intent on doing art on the computer.
I see.
Right, I asked for it.
How long ago was this?
It wasn't something that I thought I could buy myself, so I just asked for it on my birthday.
Were you like?
It was quite a while ago.
I mean, yeah, but you were like a kid at this point. Like a child, baby boy.
Well, no, before that I would do the Sursa thing and draw with my fucking
your
mouse,
yeah.
I think. In fucking Macromedia 8 Flash thing.
You know what I did is I would do the same thing, but in Paint.
In Paint?
Because that's
but the cool thing about Flash was that you could animate stuff, so that's extra useful.
R.I.P. Flash, you were mostly garbage.
Or there's like a mosquito.
R.I.P. Flash, it was mostly garbage though. It would constantly crash every 10 seconds.
Yeah, but it has. I mean, it's Adobe Animate now,
yeah, it's Animate now.
Actually, yeah, hold on. So Flash animations, I guess, yeah, Flash.
They're Adobe
Flash
animation.
applications. You can have those on. Yeah, Adobe Animate. It's just that there's this really cool fucking brush. That's like vector. So it's really cool. Also, it has. Or it had, probably still has it, but it has tweening, so an interesting way of animating.
That is what tweening is.
Yeah, like stretching, and like you set up the transforms yourself and then it interpolates between those two. I guess you could do something similar in Blender. In fact, I was surprised on one of my birthdays, I think my last birthday probably, by somebody who just out of nowhere was like, "Hey, I animated one of your fucking drawings," which was really cool. So
which one was it?
A good feeling. It was it was the Shimigami Tensei something protagonist. The one. Maybe you don't.
I don't.
It's a femboy character essentially.
I don't know.
Don't know. Look at this man. He doesn't even know. Yeah, the protagonist from Shimigami Tensei 5 as a SMTV.
5? There's 5 of these?
Yeah. So 5 games.
Oh,
and if you look up SMT5 on Google, and you go to images, you will see that boy.
Is he there?
And I thought it was a cool character, so I
the one that the guy animated, or?
Oh, not my art
No.
and the animation.
Okay.
I doubt it.
What the
maybe.
bat character or the I'm very is it okay? The character looks like a girl, but I'm pretty sure it's a guy. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Yeah, black hair. Green eyes.
It's like I thought it was like slightly green hair.
Probably.
Anyway, the animation they made, they did that in Blender.
Nice.
In fact, when I asked about it, they gave me the original fucking source file, and
nice.
I do not understand one bit of the process. I've tried looking into it. It's a bit complicated. I don't quite get it. I get like the gist of it, I guess.
I see.
Which is,
So you live in another country.
Yeah.
other than America, where I live.
Funny that.
Which is interesting because at first when I met you, I didn't think that you were from another country. You know,
Yeah.
English and your accent is just so American.
My immaculate accent.
Is that like a
Yeah.
normal thing for Dutch people? Do you sound like they're from America?
Maybe we have a bit of a head start. The languages are similar in terms of like vocabulary.
Yeah, they're both Germanic.
Yeah. I don't know about the sound of them. I think if you have a Dutch person speak English, you know, you get something like this, and that's
Yeah.
me not really trying that hard even.
Yeah.
The
Netherlands is the place with all the windmills, right? Or am I wrong?
The windmills and the dikes and the
Is there like anything like
not
special?
dike as in the slur.
No, it's like I forgot what that does. What?
Raised sand hills that, or I don't know if they're sand hills, they're probably like walls or something, but they keep the water out of the country.
I see.
Inside of the sea. And that is good because if the water were on the country, we would drown. We would be flooded, at least.
Is there anything special about the Netherlands that's like different from anywhere else?
So we reclaimed fucking one of our provinces is just land reclaimed from the sea, because we
You had a war against the
there's
ocean?
like a part of the sea, a part of the sea, sort of dug into the Netherlands, right? There's like a bit of a hole in there, and then what we did is we built a long ass stretch of land going from like one end of that gaping maw of ocean to the other end, which meant it created an area of the sea that was landlocked now, so it's really a lake. And then I guess we just fucking removed water from there using a windmill technology. Obviously.
Windmill technology. It's a known fact that
it was like pretty long ago, I think.
Yeah, in World War II, you guys were neutral against Germany because you were busy developing your windmill technology, and you didn't want it to get out into the war frame because if they found it, Germany would win, or the Allies would win even harder. That's a fact. I'm a historian.
Almost all the place is called Flevoland.
Flavorland? I want to go there now.
No, I mean, I'm sure there's some restaurants.
Flevoland.
Flevoland. Almost all of the land belonging to Flevoland, whatever, was reclaimed in the 1950s and 1960s. So that's pretty recent. And I think the way they did it was, well, first they made the dike, so that
one of the proponents of
the lake
windmill
became
technology.
Locked, and then you just scoop the water out
with buckets. They just scooped it out of the country.
Well, not
bucket at a time.
They automated it using
Minecraft Redstone.
The reason people go through the effort of building windmills is because wind energy is useful for doing hard work automatically.
Hey, if you think about it, the airplane I don't know, kind of just modeled around the windmill. It was like, you have garbage. Taking the garbage.
Man, I wish I had a garbage goblin that came to grab my garbage.
That was my dad.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
he's
dads and goblins are
the same.
Similar things.
Yeah. So I mean, when you think about it,
in a way,
the windmill and the propeller, the airplane, they go hand in hand. You could say that the Dutch invented flight just on the ground.
I feel like that's maybe slightly a stretch.
Well, who knows? I don't know. Maybe some guy from the Netherlands is like, hey, we need the windmills, and they put a windmill on an airplane to see if it flew.
There's just, I mean, there's no way that that's how the fucking airplanes got invented.
Okay, have you seen
You're absolutely
the
bullshitting me right now.
Have you seen the absolute insane monsters that people?
It is the opposite, right? Because you take wind energy, turn it into energy, into like mechanical energy. The airplane, you do the opposite, kind of. You take fuel
and you turn it to wind,
and you turn that into mechanical energy, and that turns into fucking wind. So cool.
All right, here's an idea then: a windmill. All right, with a fishing line. All right, a fish, like a fishing hook, like pole. It's holding it, and on the fishing pole is an airplane on the hook, and it's blowing wind into the windmill. Infinite energy. There you go. Just kidding. That's not how that works.
Oh. I mean, it could have worked. Actually, no. Modern physics theories basically disallow getting energy from nowhere, but it would be neat.
Anyway, off the windmill technology tangent, because if I talk about it too much, my brain will stop working because it's so advanced.
Your brain?
Windmill technology, it's the most advanced on Earth. Didn't you?
You cut off for a second.
Windmill technology is the most advanced on Earth, so if I keep talking about it, my brain will explode. So, anyway, off the windmill technology tangent.
You get like a little windmill.
Yeah, a little windmill bump will appear on my head, and I'll fly away. I'll push all of the disgusting freaking bowls and cups I got all over my desk. I don't have that much, but
that's sad.
Yeah. Okay, alright, there was one point in my life when I did not clean up at all, and my desk, okay, you know how, alright, have you seen the pictures of, like, the streamers, where they have cans everywhere, and there's fucking, like, bowls and plates and, like, spoons everywhere, and there's, like, Diet Coke bottles all over the floor? It wasn't to that extent, but at one point, my room was that bad. It was pretty gross. Anyway, embarrassing thing to say. I mean, I already said you draw art, but like you draw a different type of art as well. Haha, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sometimes you draw NSFW.
Occasionally,
more like the time.
The Daisy drawing that I did that's not really that's like.
That's me. Yeah, that's me. It's safe-ish. I could put it up, but not for that long. I don't know. But like, what got you into that?
We could zoom by.
I mean, obviously, like, oh, men like boob horny. I mean, obviously that, but like, what else other than that, like, made you want?
When did I start?
That? Yeah, when did you start drawing that? Not the Daisy drawing, but like,
I think I was just making art. Hold on.
Art. 3, 2, 1, porn.
I like. It started like I was already making. It's animating porn. In fucking. And I didn't have like a pen, so just like use the fucking mouse.
Okay.
So it was quite a while ago. I don't know. I think at some point I must have had the revelation, like, hey, hold on.
I can draw boobs now.
I can make anything.
Yeah.
I can draw boobs. I can draw boobs on anything.
On anything. You had a serious
any fucking situation that I imagine in my head, I could just create it. Sort of.
Yeah, I drew boobs on a rectangle. One. That was funny.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. I know we keep talking about whatever. See, I drew boobs on a rectangle. It's still loading though.
Yeah.
So I mean, on that topic, I think I had the same thing, but I was a bit more latent into it. Maybe even early, I don't know, considering how old I was. I was around like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure I don't think I was of age, but I mean it was me making it, so does that count? Is that okay? I don't know if that's not okay. but it doesn't.
Yeah, I've wondered about that because there's definitely stuff that I've made before I was 18.
But I guess it's just you're making it, so it's not. So wait, if it's you making that and you're the one who has it in your brain, does that can your brain be arrested for giving?
So, I mean, in principle, it would be like a victimless crime, right?
Yeah.
But then I can also imagine like people using that as a loophole or something.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get porn of children, but I can get porn drawn by children.
Oh.
I'll just pay them indirectly.
Oh.
That seems like
that's
kind of fucked up.
That is weird. I don't know why anyone would want to. Okay, all right. Here's the tier of weirdness. All right, you have foot fetish, furries,
and then must be illegal somehow.
And then you have children drawing porn for adults, unless that's not a thing. But anyway, I probably was under whatever, but I was like, since I grew in a religious household, you know, practicing the female form, like seriously, like not like having feelings towards it, like originally I would think that is bad to draw because, you know, it shows, not graphically, but it does show pretty much, you know, a lot of it, and it can be suggestive. So I didn't draw it that much until maybe midway through high school, and I drew like a couple of them, and they were so bad. They were so awful. And
yeah, no, that's what happens.
I
when
mean,
you
obviously for the first time.
Try something for the first time.
And I remember drawing this character who resembles, you know, Thanos Laura that you drew, the purple-haired Laura, whatever. She looked like that. You
got inspired by that when you were in the past?
No, she looked like that, but she had a pin, like like a little hair bow pin, but the pin looked like a dick, and I called her Penisella. And the story about her was she had over 3 million penises inside of her. Like, not like getting them inside, but like, she possessed them. And she could, like, use them as... You can tell I was inspired by Zykon's stupid freaking eldritch demon abomination stories from this.
Wait, you knew Zykon by this point?
Yes! I met Zykon like halfway through high school. I was really paying attention
to the timeline here.
I said halfway through high school. I met Zykon halfway through high school, same time. I also drew... You know how people, for some odd reason, they like to anthropomorphize just random objects and make them females and then draw them?
Yeah. I am familiar with this notion. I've done it
of course.
billion times.
So you know the game Zerahipt, you know, our good friend Circe, who developed it.
Yeah.
You know the aberrants in that game?
The aberrants.
The floating robot, golden robot things.
Yeah.
I drew an aberrant as a girl, and the whole story was she had her clothes ripped off or something by Mevnav, and she had a robot eye, because, you know, aberrants are like an eyeball robot. I really like the design of the eyeball, but I can't find the stuff anymore because I probably got too scared and deleted it. It's like, oh no, my parents are gonna find that I drew this. I also drew the Puknak as a girl because, hey, the Puknak is already naked. There you go, free real estate. And obviously I made one eye red and then the other eye like normal because that's the Puknak, you know. The Puknak has one eye that looks at you and is terrifying.
A classic. Yeah.
Speaking of
I kind of want to...
You kind of want to what?
Well, my old PC is just sitting there.
It's just gushing with these old photos that I drew. Just kidding.
There might be some cool stuff on there.
I mean, I have drawn, not graphic, like it shows like naked, but I've drawn some NSFW recently. For some reason, I can't stop drawing this character from the show Grossology. I don't know. I'm not like attracted to her. Her character design is just good. It's fun to experiment with.
Yeah.
You know, Abby from Grossology.
I get that.
I can't stop drawing her for some reason. It's a scary
I used to draw
obsession that I'm
Gardevoir
scared
a lot.
of. So anyway.
But I mean, yeah.
Anyway, speaking of Circe, when did you? I mean, obviously you're a longtime fan, but
yeah, the problem with this kind of stuff is like it's so long ago.
yeah,
I'm such a boomer, and I didn't record this stuff. I didn't think to like keep a diary or something.
I mean, yeah, obviously, because you know when
maybe I
you're
should do that now.
yeah, don't go and lose your brain hole.
Dementia.
Dementia is a brain hole. That's what happens. There's a hole in your brain. It keeps growing, gets bigger and bigger each day.
It's just, it's hard for me to even imagine people like remembering so much about themselves. Like, do you obsess about every fucking thing that happens to you?
I don't, but for some reason,
I don't know.
My memory is really good. But I'm not photographic memory. I just have a good memory. But I'm stupid. I am dumb.
I don't remember exactly how I came across Circe.
I think...
Circe remembers where he met me.
Oh, I see.
Which is on this, or I guess it might have been even before that. But there was this website called World.
Oh yeah,
World.
You animate your own like little characters. I went in depth with this.
Yeah, you animate your.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like VR chat but Flash, essentially.
And Circe posted recently his world characters, his avatars of the game.
Yeah.
I never played it because I think it got taken down.
As a program, as a website, that was like really, yeah. It doesn't exist anymore, I guess.
What?
World was a website created by Grey Havens. It started in 2007, and
jeez.
It was an open beta, but never fully released.
Oh, I see.
Until its downfall in April 2016.
2016?
Yeah.
Jeez.
2016 is when it stopped being a thing, and I think even before that,
kind of went on for a little bit.
We already stopped doing World. So.
But when you think about it, still 2016 was a while ago.
It's also similar to a Second Life.
Oh gosh, we don't talk about that.
Or, I mean, it's similar to a lot of stuff where you have like user-created fucking content. I feel like it's kind of similar to Roblox in that sense. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. And it's just really cool to give people a platform like that.
Yeah.
And make cool creations. There's also this game for the PlayStation or something called Dreams. Is that it?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. That's also a place for like remixable content. Except in Dreams, I guess you don't really have the multiplayer aspect where you're like, I don't know, maybe you have they implemented that, but
there was also
being able to interact with other people.
Do you remember Blockland?
Blockland, there was.
I didn't play it that much, but I remember there was countless videos on YouTube about it, and I wanted it so bad. But the account costed money, and I asked my parents, and they're like, no. And I was very confused about that. Whatever. I have it now, and I played it, and it's very confusing. It's like Lego Roblox, even though Roblox itself is already kind of Lego-ish.
Oh.
But Blockland was first, though.
This feels like familiar. It reminds me a bit of like maybe Lego Star Wars or something.
Yeah.
But maybe I've played this.
I think it came out around that time.
It's kind of weird. Pretty cool.
Yeah, so anyway, so you met Circe on World. Blah, blah, blah.
On the World, yes. And I made my own silly avatar, and then he improved it. He made it more epicer.
The legendary potato character.
Yeah.
Right?
That silly thing, which I stole.
Oh, nice.
Stole that character from a classmate.
Oh no.
Yeah.
If you make a movie about him, he's gonna come suing you, dude. He's gonna be like, "That's my character. Give him back."
Yeah.
So yeah, this was like maybe 2010ish.
I mean, I changed him a little bit. The character that my classmate made, he had a round chin. Mine has a sharp chin.
Oh, I see.
So, there's a difference there. Though originally mine also had a round chin, and actually I think Circe invented the sharp chin.
So you were like actual friends, like not just like I guess, a fan like I was, or still am, I guess.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I think I probably did talk to him a lot. I feel like I've been talking to him less over the years. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, you've been in the community for a very long time.
Yeah, and I think I'm sort of understanding about people's I'm very open to people's ideas, and so somebody with a bit of an unusual mind like Sursa, I can kind of deal with that.
Yeah.
Though also I've had points where it's like, oh geez, did I do something to annoy him?
Yeah, I did. I've been there too.
Because he gets annoyed all of the fucking time.
He does.
Lol.
Either he is actually annoyed or he is.
So eventually I got used to that.
Yeah.
I don't. It's like he gets frustrated with the things he's doing. Maybe even with himself. I'm not sure.
Maybe. Just don't want to be a psychologist here because
like
we're not.
Doing some. He's like making something in Blender and then he doesn't know how to doesn't know how to do something, or maybe he's like trying to program, and that stuff can be very frustrating if you.
Man, Zerahipt and all of that coding must freaking be terrible. No wonder he freaking stopped it. I mean, I wouldn't say he quit, but there kind of is just a dead wall that he's stuck in right now because of the Unity stuff.
I wonder. Yeah, the Unity stuff. I mean, he's. Yeah, I feel like he's especially resistant to change.
Yeah.
In certain ways, right?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I've been drawing in Krita for a long time, and there are other art programs, but Krita works for me, and I wouldn't want to learn the things all over again. But actually, I feel like Krita is actually good. Is actually epic and
It
cool.
is pretty good, actually. I've used it too. Not as much as you though. That's why whenever I'm drawing in Krita, I always go and call you like, "Hey, help me, please."
Help. I feel like if I started using a different program, there would be a learning curve. It could take as long as a month to get used to the controls. I feel like I'm not entirely sure, but then after that month, if the program really is better, maybe it will be good.
Maybe.
So I don't know. I should maybe sometime look into that. Because what other art programs are there that are free? Probably a lot.
There's millions.
Yeah, there's a site I like to go to for this kind of stuff, which is alternative2.net, which is a sponsor of this podcast episode.
Sponsored by alternative2.net.
Oh man, I was absentmindedly typing alternative2 on alternative2.net, and apparently they do list alternatives to themselves. So that's
really okay.
The best alternatives in 2021. You got Product Hunt. You got Privacy Tools. You got Slant is a product recommendation community. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. I never thought to use it in that way. Like look for alternatives for websites where you can look for alternatives. So that's why you should always just type things absent-minded. You might think of an idea that you wouldn't think of otherwise because you might come. So if I go and look for alternatives to Krita, we've got GIMP. Is the most popular alternative. But apparently it's not a good drawing program.
No, it isn't.
Krita is for drawing digital illustrations, whereas GIMP is for photo editing. Yeah, so if you're looking for drawing program, you're probably looking for something different. Features. Oh, I can filter on features. So if I select only alternatives that have digital painting as a feature. Then the best alternative is, or the most popular alternative is Affinity Photo, which I've heard of. Autodesk Sketchbook. Interesting. Apparently, Photoshop doesn't have the digital painting tag. Interesting.
Yeah, because a lot of people
Paint
use
Tool
Photoshop.
Sai. There was a time where I used Paint Tool Sai, which was maybe 10 years ago. Because that reminds me, there's this very old YouTube channel where I posted the funny drawings.
Ho ho ho! Ha ha ha! Fun.
Ho 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 ho! Sonic drawings.
Sorry, just out of the blue, I just hear Sonic. I don't know why.
Sonic drawing.
Is it
Sonic drawing?
Is it the type of Sonic drawings that I'm thinking of, or?
They are not Rule 34.
Okay, they're not inflation Sonic
They are
either.
pretty autistic.
They're autistic.
They are. I mean, they're kind of round. That was like part of the character design. So I drew Sonic the Hedgehog, fucking Shadow the Hedgehog, and Maria the Hedgehog.
Oh.
What the heck? Maria? No, that's an actual character though.
Wait, what?
It's like an actual.
I thought that was like a Chris Chan character.
No, it's a reincarnation of Maria Robotnik as a hedgehog. Oh, hold on. Made up by fans of the series. Okay, so it's not real.
Okay, it's not real. Okay. Also, yeah,
but
I'm seeing them. I'm seeing them, and they're pretty on par for, regular Sonic drawing.
Right.
They're not that surprising.
I think it's really cool that I made these.
Yeah.
There's definitely stuff going on here. I've got like shading going on. I seem to be a little bit fixated on drawing the faces according to like a formula.
Yeah, you're
where I'm like, okay, the face has to be like a perfect circle.
You're doing the trademark the two eyes that are just one eye.
Yeah, I think I looked up a tutorial for how to draw
Sonic characters.
How to draw Sonic characters instead of just looking at drawings of Sonic characters and trying to figure out how they're made.
Yeah.
Which you can do by just, tracing over them and then trying to deconstruct that trace and trying to figure out, okay, what simple shapes can I employ here? What are the, I don't really do this too often, but you can look at the relative distances, like how, what percentage of the face is taken up by this. You can look at vertical lines and horizontal lines, etc. All to kind of get an idea of the distances between the things in three-dimensional space, which is, unfortunately for like stylized drawings, that's kind of that can be difficult because what you're doing is you're not drawing you're not drawing a 3D object, you're drawing a stylization of a 3D object, which can, it can bend perspective in all kinds of weird ways. Shapes just don't have to be the same shape from different angles, as long as they sort of read as the same shape, as long as there's a sort of consistent character design. For example, with the most recent drawing that I did on my Twitter, Luan from the Luan comic. She looks different from the front and the side.
Yeah.
Like from the front, her nose is like round, like a circle, but it kind of makes sense. But also her entire face looks like a circle, or like an oval shape from the front. Whereas from the side, there's a very sharp chin. There's a very sharp point of the nose. The nose is still round, but it just has a fairly sharp point on the top. So you get sort of different. I feel like they feel different.
Yeah.
So you could play around with that. Actually, you could have a character that looks more intense from the side than from the front, and have the side be used in scenes where you want the character to look more intense. Maybe that's a thing.
Okay. I think we went on for a while. Let's do one last.
I've been rambling.
Yeah. I'm just. I haven't really done a podcast with you, so I don't know how your mannerisms of speech kind of goes on throughout time. I was kind of scared to interrupt you
Just
as you were
I
rambling.
sometimes I'm like, oh God, I don't know what to talk about. And
Talk
other times
about
I'm like, oh,
ramble,
I could
ramble.
go on.
Yeah,
I could
go
go
off.
forever. I
Yeah.
guess it's kind of like the stuff that I like to talk about, I don't often get the opportunity to talk about because, as you may know, I am a fucking genius. Um,
What do you mean by that?
and it just means that my mind is profound. It is special.
Oh, and not very many people understand. I see.
Right, I'm gifted. Essentially there is a kind of Mayan god
Yeah, possessing
who
you.
came down from the heavens personally. I saw him.
And he blessed you.
Just kidding, a lol. And
Actually, can we talk about that? Can we talk about how you say lol in like all these text like things in real
lol
life?
XD
Like you say
XD
that in real life. Like, do you say them
Doge
seriously, or
emoji.
are you actually just joking? Because I can't tell.
What is the difference
I mean,
between just saying them and saying them like as a joke? Because like,
well, when you say it like unironically, ha, lol, like
haha,
you sound dumb.
lol.
Like you sound like one of those internet people who don't know what it actually means. You know what I'm saying? Like an
Like
old person.
LOL.
Yeah.
I guess it is a bit weird now that I think about
Yeah.
it. Now that you've brought it to my conscious
Because
attention.
you're not. I mean, you're speaking. You could literally just
Yeah.
laugh instead of just
Could I
saying
though?
LOL text. Just say, okay, you're going through some freaking brain games right now. Anyway,
Um,
I had this in my mind, but you were rambling a lot. I'm sorry to say that you were rambling a lot, but it's fine. I enjoyed your ramblings. I might have already talked about it a while ago, but I remember the first thing I saw of
I'm just being purposely silent now.
yeah. I remember the first thing of Circe was, I mean, a lot of people was the surprise butt sex me, but
Hmm.
I didn't know that that was him. Like I saw that first, and then I learned about like for a long while I didn't know that Dufutan was a thing, and I could have gone and like subscribed to Dufutan and like looked at all the cool stuff they did before it got taken down. But it did, and I remember it was Danger Dolan, I think.
Danger Dolan.
Yeah, that guy. He did a video on video games that you haven't seen, and Zerahipt was in it, and I was like, oh, that looked pretty cool. It got cute alien girl in it, and I went in, and also your microphone is making like a weird brapping sound.
Brapping noise. Uh-oh, not the brap. Not the brap noise.
The brappening.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, I'm so sorry, Bob.
The brappening is here. All right. Okay. So anyway, I'll finish this tangent, then we'll get to a closing thing, which I want to do. So he did that, and I checked it out, and Circe was there, and I looked down into Circe's stuff, and he was also known as Dufutan, and Dufutan did the Yonk song, and Scout Elite and all that stuff. And I was like, holy crap, he did this TF2 meme that was so big back in the day. Why isn't he still big? What the heck? But yeah, I'm still a fan to this day.
Yeah.
I'm still a fan of this day. My name's Christian.
My name's Christian. I approve this message.
I approve this message. Christian always does like a audible like thing out of it. He goes like, Christian what's Chandler? Like he does that.
I mean, that's what the anime characters do as well.
I guess maybe he's like.
They go like, nah, and
Ne.
I don't know.
Chotto mate.
Chonkus mate.
Chonkers mate.
Chungus.
Chungus.
Changatsu.
How do you say? How do you say we do a little? How do you say we do a little trolling in Japanese again? Because I really like how you said it.
私たちはちょっとトロールをします。
トロロリング。
トローリング。
トロリング。Nice. Nice. Azai is at least 5 million levels above me in Japanese on Duolingo. Because remember one.
Yeah, like maybe a couple experience points. I don't know.
Maybe like a half a centimeter of a point. I don't know. It's not that big.
Well, half a centimeter can be a lot.
Are you trying to say something?
Like the difference between a penis that's 0 centimeters and
Oh.
a half a centimeter is.
Okay, so
I mean, that's like 1,000,000,000%.
I see what you mean.
At least.
I see what you mean. All right. Anyway, brapping. All right, you were brapping earlier. You know, we call you the brapster around here. All right, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's my official legal name.
Okay, so you know how there's this whole thing about the fappening a while ago or something. I don't even know what it means.
Yeah.
So what if there
like a bunch of celebrities' nudes got leaked or something.
What if there was an event known as the Brappening?
So a bunch of celebrities' fart videos get leaked.
Yeah, no, I mean it's like, what's that movie where it's like?
How would this happen?
I think it's called The Happening, where like trees shoot like a toxic chemical out into the air and people start killing themselves. I think it's called The Happening. That's what it's based on. So I'm gonna say that humans just have a ticking time bomb inside of them where they're all just gonna start brapping simultaneously. All right. You're the only one that knows. Okay, this is a hypothetical situation. You're the only one that knows that the brappening is about to hit. All right, you have an hour. You have an hour. All right, and what do you do?
1 hour.
Yeah, what do you do in 1 hour to prepare for the eventual doomsday, where the greenhouse gases from everyone's anuses is going to come out and block the atmosphere?
I'm trying to assess how bad this would be.
You have 1 hour before all oxygen on the Earth is deemed useless because of how bad it is.
Oh my god.
That
would be terrifying.
I said everyone on Earth is brapping. It's a worldwide phenomenon.
I don't feel like it would be that bad. But Are
you sure? Okay, well, for this scenario, the brappening is
also, I'm the only one who knows.
Yeah, you're the only one. What do you do?
I might be able to find like like on Google, I would look up fucking oxygen tank, storage house. Maybe I would make it.
You have 30 minutes now.
I'd have to
you've already
hijack
spent too much
a car.
Time. You've already spent too much time.
Yeah, so I go outside, I break somebody's fucking car window. I drive to. I hope I survive. I drive to the fucking the storage facility, and I'm like, I need to get in. Oh god, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Okay, you have the key. I don't care. I'm just gonna tempt fate here. You have the key.
Yeah. Okay. So there's there's a security guard. I knock him out. I grab the key. Yeah. The police is they're calling the police at this point. The police has been on my tail. Because I've already
no. Okay, the thing
stolen
is
somebody's car.
All the security people, they're putting people together in like these camps, so then they can all brap together, to just so then they can try and get people away.
Yeah. So the security guard, he left in such a hurry that his keys fall on the ground.
Yeah.
I go into the oxygen facility.
There just so happens to be an oxygen facility somewhere where you live.
Dude. I just, I pedal the gas, right?
Yeah, you found it somehow.
Pedal to the metal. I found the oxygen facility. There's a giant room full of oxygen canisters in front of me, and it's like, okay, this looks like, how long could I actually survive on this? I'm not sure, but I have to figure out, okay, so how do I get this in? So yeah, at that point I'm like, oh fuck, I should have found like a gas mask or something, or something that I could have. Because these are just oxygen canisters.
Okay. All right, you have 15 minutes.
I don't know if I can use them.
You have 15 minutes.
I'm feeling like I can get started here, right? I can at least So
you have 15 minutes to spare, and you're good.
Okay, 15 minutes. I feel like I would probably look. It's not. Could have been like a situation where they have scuba gear or something.
The brappening will commence in 3,
which would make the breathing thing a little bit easier. So I would look into that, but eventually I would just, I don't know, hook a fucking tube to my mouth and be like, okay. After that, right? Okay, so after the brappening, that's not the end. Okay, it is the end of the world, obviously.
Yeah.
We're now post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, post Brap universe, post Brappening.
The
Um,
the Brapture.
nice.
The Brapture.
Right. Yeah, the Brapture foretold by the eschatologist, or I guess scatologist for short. Yeah, the
it was deemed in the tablets
I would
made
need
of poo
I would need
long
more
ago.
oxygen, and
You have an entire facility. I think you're fine.
I'm the only one who's like prepared for dude. I mean,
okay, all right. You know, I'm just gonna say.
I guess I'd be fine for a while.
There's a couple
but...
more people that knew about it, and now you have to fight them off because they're
fuck.
They're fighting over resources now.
Yeah.
It's Mad Max.
Is there like
Braps,
a period of time after which the Braps kind of like resettle into the
it's kind
the
of
ecosystem?
It's like Fallout, all right. The Brapular winter has gone away, all right, and the Brapular winter is kind of settling down. All the trees.
Yeah,
there's
still some.
The trees are dying. They're turning brown because the Brap is infecting them.
They're turning into actual shit.
Some of the earth is like scorched earth.
Yeah,
and
there's
it's just like Brap all over the floor.
In the Brap liquid that are like digesting the trees and
there's Brappers. There's Brapper creatures. They're like the Brap has infected the animals so bad that they're just like genetically mutating into these like Brap creatures.
So at this point, I'm like, there has to be something supernatural about these Braps, and I'm not sure why I didn't realize this earlier, but the Braps,
the Brapture, there you go.
That's not how farts work in reality. So at this point, I'm thinking to myself, hold on,
what kind of?
I would have to revise my model of reality, right? Because
there's actual character development here. It's like, holy crap! Farts are a powerful essence.
Farts are like farts. So farts are like a sort of magical essence almost.
Okay, so you realize.
And I guess I would maybe try to become, study the art of the Brap and become a sort of a fart
Brappist.
wizard,
a Brappist.
so to say. I mean, yeah. Because clearly there's something unusual about this, so I would want to study that, clarify just the nature of reality, and maybe I'd become a very powerful entity.
Nice.
But that all depends on the particular nature of the Brap.
The Brap
in this universe that I've been transported to.
Real life.
No, but this can't how would this happen in real life? I'd have to be in like a simulation or something, or maybe it's like nanomachines, or there's something unusual about this Brap stuff.
So there you go. All right, Azai survives the Brappening and becomes the Brappist of all. He becomes the world's best known Brappist, and that's what he has determined to do in his life for real. So I'm gonna give you good luck on that. And
thanks. Subscribe to my fucking SoundCloud where you can hear all of my Brap noises.
That's just what it is. It's not even like magic. It's just you farting in a microphone. And if somebody else hears it, they can smell it in real life.
So on my Brap cloud, my my SoundCloud, I'm trying out all different kinds of sounds, trying to see how they behave. Right. So on my Brap cloud, I've got I've got a couple MP3s that you can use, and they're basically like magical spells on their own. You could just play them, and one of them summons a little Brap hog, another one, etc. That I mean, it's like a real open source Brap Brap magic.
Yeah, but you're assuming that the internet is still a thing at this point? It probably isn't, because all the world is dead and dying.
The internet doesn't exist anymore, but that doesn't mean that we can't communicate with each other using the Brap magic.
The Brapnet.
Yeah, the Brappernet.
There you go. There's the Brap story. Azai survives. I'll probably be dead. Because I just gave you. I just put you straight into this. I put you straight into this,
I had 15 minutes left. I should have gone out to Discord or something and like notified you guys. But you
hey,
know,
guys,
I didn't think about it in the moment.
Brap magic, ah,
Brap magic,
and just left.
dude.
And I'll be
Brap
thinking,
magic wouldn't be a thing that I invented in that first hour. No,
yeah,
that would be like that would be a long-term process. Though maybe I'd find some kind of artifact or deity that I could
we're assuming Brap
use
deities.
to sort of kickstart my my progress, right? It has to be a sort of an entertaining story, and if your character is just, you know, like in an RPG or something where you're just grinding level by level, no,
Yeah.
it's gotta be like a fucking novel or a J.R.R. Tolkien kind of thing where it's like, okay, you're being guided down the story.
All right, the ending of the story is that J.R.R. Tolkien is resurrected.
So
by
I defeat the
Brap
Brap dragon at the end.
J.R.R. Tolkien comes out of his his grave because he's back to life because of the Brap magic, and he writes the story about you. He writes titled Brap Wizard, and it's like 5 million pages long.
Wizard.
And it becomes the next.
I feel religion. Like Tolkien would come up with a slightly more creative name than Brap Wizard. Somehow I feel like, you know,
it becomes a
Lord
religion.
of the Ring, Lord of the Brap. Yeah.
I don't.
So,
are you sure it's just Lord of the Rings, but like all the characters are replaced with Brap?
No, he would be like
Brappo, Brappo,
fucking, yeah, you can see that he just you know,
just rebranded it and that's it.
Yeah, no, he takes the book and what's that? He crosses out all of the names of the characters, and he just writes. Yeah.
It's like bleeding through the other side of the page, and it's like new ink
what a
too.
hack.
It's like new ink too, so it's just like dripping on your fingers.
I feel like it kind of makes sense though, because you have this story, you know, the Lord of the Rings, and you really hit the nail on the head, right?
Yeah.
It's become an incredibly famous story.
I guess, yeah.
Suppose you come to life again. What are you gonna do? Or
write the same story.
you can like continue the story and try to like stick to the tone that you set there as closely as possible. But at a certain point, as an artist, you're gonna get bored of that. I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm kind of reminded of like who wrote the Harry Potter books again?
Rowling.
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling.
She
what?
Well, I mean, she had a hit, and then she just kept going. I guess.
Oh,
I don't know. What's the status of the Harry Potter series at this moment?
I think they're all gay, and half of the actual character dead. Anyway,
she's just writing fanfics about it now.
We are almost at the hour 30 mark, so I guess we could end now or soon in like 10 seconds. I don't know. Azai, you have been worthy.
Thank you.
You are the Brap King. I don't know what I am, but check out Azai's podcast, the Plap.
Check out my porn Twitter, Azai art. Just Google that.
Speaking of the Plap, you know, if you are the Brap King, maybe you should just rename your podcast to Brap.
The
I'm
Brap.
sorry, that was a bad
well,
idea.
I mean the Plap. So, I mean, I'm open to all kinds of different ideas. We were thinking about maybe having a poop themed, like piss and shit themed icon.
Yeah, you told me about this.
It looked revolting. I kind of just when I looked at it in the Discord chat, I felt the need slightly to vomit, and it's odd that such a simple icon can induce such a reaction in a person. So we went with the green and purple in the end.
Nice.
But also, Plap. Yeah.
Go
thanks.
check it out. It's good. It's funny.
I was gonna go on a rant again about like.
Yeah, but we're almost done.
The significance of the. Okay.
But
I would also like to shout out Xenolay, my man.
Yeah, Xenolay.
Go check out his stuff.
Go check out Xenolay. He's pretty cool. I've talked to him. He said he has like $1 billion. I've talked to him. He has like $1 billion mansion, dude. He's got like the coolest stuff ever, bro.
Yeah, so Xenolay likes to draw a lot of art this character from the Grossology show.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with him, but
he's
yeah.
really into scat. I think.
Yeah, he is.
I can't explain it otherwise. I mean, why else would he ask this complicated question about like some kind of he just made up some kind of brap universe just out of thin air.
Yeah, I don't know what that is
thrusted
about.
it upon me.
Yeah.
That's so bizarre that he did that.
Yeah, he survived it though. I don't know what's so weird about that. But, anyway.
I survived.
Anyway, thank you for listening to whatever this is. I don't know if this is an actual episode or not, but Azai was on it.
It's something.
Azai was on it, and I was on it, and we're cool.
I feel like we hit like a nice little strides at some point. We had like we had like a monologue where I talked and you asked questions sometimes, and that was pretty good.
Yes, I haven't had a guest on like this before anyway, because it's mostly in person.
Fuck guests.
So yeah,
anybody who guest stars on a podcast, fuck them. I mean, you think you're that important?
Really?
No.
Get out of here. Get out.
Get out. Get out.
Get out. Yeah. Yeah. Get out.